Welcome back everyone to the Weekly Wheel. Week 4 just wrapped up and it was a great week. The S&P 500 bounced off support, giving the market a much needed breather from the broader market correction. Many of the stocks I've been assigned posted solid gains this week, resulting in a near 10% gain from week 3 to 4 for this portfolio. Love to see it. This strategy is actually beating the S&P by about 2% after the stellar week. With that, let's dive into the details of last week, and remember, none of this is financial advice, just my opinion. This week, my Mara, ALT, and Dell calls all expired worthless, so I pocketed the premium, and the shares are now freed up to sell more calls. Last week, I sold some calls on Palantir and Tesla. Tesla had great earnings, so the stock popped and my call got assigned, so my shares were sold at the assignment price I got them for. This is an example of the wheel being completed on Tesla since I sold a put, got assigned, then I sold a call which also got assigned, so I'm back to my starting point but with extra cash from all the premium. This freed up a lot of buying power to sell more puts. The Palantir call is still active and expires this upcoming Friday. To wrap up last week, I sold a put on Riot and it expired worthless. Beautiful. A lot of stocks I'm assigned went up this week, which really helped drive the overall performance of the strategy higher. That's it for last week. With the freed up buying power, I can sell several puts on stocks for this upcoming week. My favorite pick for this week is Dell for several reasons. First, price bounced off the support trendline of this ascending channel. This channel held through the sharp downturn that the market just went through, making it very strong. Second, this channel bounce coincided with a bull flag break. A bull flag is a small descending channel that forms in a larger uptrend. When the flag breaks, it signals that the uptrend will continue with strength, and that's exactly what's playing out here. Better yet, there was a bull flag earlier on in this ascending channel, and we can see what happened with price after it broke. I think we see a similar move going forward. Furthermore, price made a higher low while RSI made a lower low, meaning there is bullish continuation divergence. This signals that this upward move has further room to run. Finally, the cherry on top is that the MACD looks like it's about to flip green, meaning momentum is shifting to the upside from the downside. All this confluence of both indicators and formations pointing in a bullish direction, I really like Dell this week. Last week, my stock pick was Riot, and it went really well. Last Monday, Riot went up 23% and sliced right through resistance levels and the 50-day EMA. After such a sharp downward move, it's good to see a concrete move to the upside again. I think Riot has a lot of strength to continue this move. I'm expecting price to continue higher in the next few weeks and months until it meets this larger descending resistance. Until that happens, or there's another sharp move down, I really like Riot. The final pick this week is ALT. I've been assigned quite a bit of this stock, but I still like it. Similar to Riot, the stock came down quite a bit over the last few weeks and is now attempting an upward move. This level that used to be resistance was flipped into support when it held last week, which is a great sign. Also, price is in this descending wedge at the same time. Similar to descending channels, descending wedges tend to break to the upside. And that's what I think will happen next week. Also, MACD is getting very close to flipping green, indicating that momentum is flipping to the upside. For these reasons, I expect ALT to at least bounce between these resistance levels or just break to the upside over the next few weeks, which is great for selling puts. To start next week, I'll sell calls on my freed up shares of ALT, Mara, and Dell. ALT's current price is pretty far from my assignment price. So similar to Palantir last week, I'll be selling calls that expire in 2 weeks to make sure I get above 1% in premium. With Mara and Dell, I'm actually going to try something new with the calls. Since both stocks' current price is relatively close to my assignment price, the calls between 0.2 and 0.3 delta have a strike price that is above my assignment price. This is great because if on Friday the calls get assigned, I get to bag the 1% in premium and I would make money when I sell the shares. We'll see how that goes. If any of that's confusing, be sure to check out my wheel tutorial where I go over the theory behind this strategy. Moving on to the put side, I'll be selling 1 put for Dell, 4 puts for Riot, and 2 puts for ALT this week, and they all net over 1% in premium. I have a lot of open contracts expiring this Friday, so this will be a big week. And that's it guys, let's see if the market continues this bounce off support or starts heading to the downside again. I'll check in next week to see where the weekly wheel stands. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and see y'all soon. Peace.